What can I say? Today was a horrific day for the American people, and especially for people that support Donald Trump. And for the first time ever, I'd like to come on here and say that Donald Trump has my support and he has my respect 100% at this point in time, and I will be voting for Donald Trump. I've never said who I'll be voting for on this channel. I've done many videos where I ask people in certain locations who they're going to be voting for, yet I have never revealed who I am going to be voting for. But I can now say confidently that I will be voting for Donald Trump, and I support him, especially after what happened today. I find it extremely interesting that a lot of times when political leaders or people in the history, such as people I used to learn and study about when I was in school, oftentimes got killed if they're on the right side of history. JFK was assassinated, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, MLK was assassinated, and even Jesus Christ himself was crucified. And those four people that I just mentioned, they were on the right side of history. A lot of times I think it's a good sign to know who is actually doing something good and who is doing something right if they are being persecuted and they are being attacked. And I believe it's the same with Donald Trump. And in my lifetime as a 22-year-old, I've never seen somebody been attacked so much by the media, by other people, and by other groups as much as Donald Trump. And to me, that is a sign that Donald Trump is the man that is doing the right thing. I believe now more than ever that it's time for people to wake up, or we are literally going to lose to the devil. It's time for people to choose between right and wrong, between good and bad, between Jesus and the devil. It has never been more important for people to choose between good and bad. And I personally believe that Donald Trump is on the right side of history, and I think he is the person that the devil does not want to win and does not want to control America, because obviously America is a superpower here in the world, on earth. America is the #1 country. However, if we keep going where we're going, we will not be. But I want to go into what we saw here today at the attempted massacre and assassination of Donald Trump. Horrific, absolutely horrific. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened. Donald Trump held a rally July 13th in Pennsylvania. And as you see right here in this video, we're going to watch this video and we're going to start from the very beginning, about around 4:55, when there's obviously a huge sea of people. And then Donald Trump comes on, he speaks around 6 o'clock, and he then shot at 6:11. And now I'm going to show you guys the video of Donald Trump being shot by the man named Matthew Thomas Crooker. A little crook. He tried to kill the president, Donald Trump.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Are we good to move?
We're clear. We're clear. Let me get my shoes on.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Let me get my shoes on.
Okay, my shoes down. Get the shoe.
Watch out.
Wait.
And now I want to really break down this video. So Donald Trump, he's speaking, and then you hear 3 shots, and then you see Donald Trump grab his ear.
Take a look at what happened. Oh.
And then after those initial 3 shots, you then hear shots come from Secret Service. And the would-be assassinator of Donald Trump was only 400 to 500 feet away on a rooftop. And the Secret Service was right behind Donald Trump. And they had a clear visual of this guy that tried to take the life of Donald Trump. And he eventually took lives of other people and innocent bystanders in the crowd.
Everybody down!
And there were people that saw this man on the roof with a gun before, and right before Donald Trump was shot, you could hear people yell about 5 seconds before Donald Trump was shot, he's armed, he has a gun.
He's going down! Stay under here.
And then here's the angle of the Secret Service shoot back at the guy after he then shoots Donald Trump.
A little bit old, that chart's a couple of months old, and If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Why did the Secret Service shoot at the person after he shot at Donald Trump? Why didn't they shoot him before? And there are other people that testified after to news reporters that they tried to warn Secret Service and police officers that there was somebody on the roof.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
And you would think Joe Biden would hurry and address this situation, but no. We didn't hear anything from Joe Biden for 1 to 2 hours. And then he finally came onto TV, and this is what he said.
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to him shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. The bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to can be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody.
And he honestly didn't give that bad a response to Joe Biden, if I'm being honest. However, I found something super weird on Twitter. It appears that Joe Biden, a few weeks, or a couple days before and after the debate, Joe Biden said this: I have one job, and that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. He then deleted that tweet today. How convenient. I also saw other things on the internet saying that Joe Biden had not just said that once, but he had said that multiple times in other situations. A little weird if you ask me, but we're not gonna go that far to say that it was a total inside job. However, you guys can make those comments and I'll be reading them down below in the comment section. And what do the other people in the media have to say about Donald Trump almost being assassinated? Elon Musk said that he fully endorses Donald Trump and he hopes for a speedy recovery. And some other things I found a little interesting were that after a few things were trending in the United States, you'd think people would have condolence for a man that had almost lost his life. However, it looks like Democrats and other people on the left were saying, one job. How do you miss? They missed. Over 30,000 tweets were sent out with those following phrases. And this is from DC Drin on Twitter. He says, Biden is a boss of Mayorkas. Mayorkas is head of DHS. Secret Service is part of DHS. Trump team was recently declined. More protection from Secret Service. Secret Service allowed a sniper on a roof to take 5 shots at Trump. This goes right off the top. A little weird. And you think major news outlets would have compassion and at least want to share the truth of what actually happened. However, CNN, right after Donald Trump got shot. They said Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Completely false. He didn't fall. He got shot at. And if you watch the video, Donald Trump did not actually fall. He was then tackled by Secret Service. How could they possibly see that photo, see what they just saw, and say Donald Trump falls? And I mean, in this photo they used, there's literally blood coming down his face. And the most incredible thing I think of this whole entire thing is that after Donald Trump had gotten shot, he stands back up on his feet and he tells the Secret Service, wait, wait, wait. And he yells in the mic, fight, 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 while he has blood coming down his face. The 3 words that came to his mind were fight, fight, fight. And I believe he is trying to say fight for America, fight for your rights, and fight for the truth. Because now, more than ever, it is important for people to see the truth. And that's why I work extremely hard for you guys to try and bring the truth and share with you guys what is actually happening here in America. I will not stop fighting for the truth, and I will not stop sharing the truth with you guys. If you guys want to support me, please subscribe to the channel. I have t-shirts linked down below, bold statements by Nick Shirley, and a lot of those bold statements are made by you guys. If you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do it. Love you guys so much, and I will continue to work hard to bring you guys the truth. That is just, I just had to come on here and share this with you guys because what happened with Donald Trump today, not right by any means. And yeah, I stand with Donald Trump. I support him 100%. See you guys next video.